Definitely been a while. Well, I guess I did here a while back, but it wasn't nothing educational or anything like that. We simply did a giveaway, and I told you guys what's been going on with me and such like that. So, definitely am getting better. My eyes all almost back 100%. Going to go to the doctor tomorrow. I still got a protective lens over it that will be, Lord willing, taken off tomorrow. Anyway, let's get to what the video is about. Seam peaking, the only cure for it. There is a way, that's exactly right, to prevent seam peaking. Now, no doubt, looky here, that peak buster right there, hot melt thermoplastic. How's it going, Jared? Feeling a lot better, bud? The thermoplastic method helps out tremendously. You will see that in just a minute, as I've got seams made up in 3 different ways using three completely different methods. And one of those, zero peaking, zero profiling, and everything like that. Again, the thermoplastic does help, but again, it is not the cure. Joining the backings, okay? I want to talk about what causes seam peaking, and then I will show you why this prevents it and how to prevent it, okay? I got a little, let me see this right here. I forgot about this, or else I would have already had this together. Let me get I'll show you this right now. I want to get this set up right here, and I'll show you. Again, I'm sorry, I would have already had this going if I had a thought about it, but I didn't until just now. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, can you guys, this is a board right here. This is, quote unquote, seam tape on the back of a piece of carpet backing, okay? This is just like we seamed up a piece of carpet, and this is the carpet backing, the thickness of this board. It's thicker like that just for the dramatization, so you can see exactly what's going on, and I really hope this shows up good for you guys. Matter of fact, let me turn around here and get you facing the other way so that there's actually light going on there, because I really want you guys to see this. This is, in my opinion, really important, because seam peaking has been an issue since the creation of carpet. Well, maybe not since the creation of carpet, because in the beginning it was done differently. So, what I've done to this board right here, how's it going, everybody? What I've done to this board is, again, I put duct tape on the back of that just to put it together as if this was the backing of carpet, and the duct tape is the seam tape on the back of the carpet where it gets joined together, okay? I've stuck a hole here. You see that? I got a hole in that end right there and a hole in that end right there. That is simply so I can grab here and pull apart like it's getting stretched, just like if it was stuck on the tack strip here, getting stretched with a power stretcher here, and you'll see what happens. Let me get zoomed in there just a little bit. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Again, I want you to watch. I got a line right here. You can see my line right there. You can see the seam real good right there, okay? So watch what happens whenever I pull on these 2 holes right here. You ready? See that right there? See what happens with that? It's ever so slightly, but you can see it elevate right in the center. Let me zoom back out so I can show you exactly what I'm doing there. Oops. I don't want you to think I'm doing nothing stupid. What I'm doing is this right here, putting my carpet alls in there and pulling. You can actually see it right there. So all I'm doing is just pulling that apart like if I was stretching from stuck on the tack strip to my power stretcher, okay? I don't know that I'm going to be able to explain this good right here or not, but the forces of the pull from tack strip to tack strip is that all the main pressure goes to the center of the backing, okay? Right to the center of the backing. To the center of the main structure is where all the pull is transferred from to, as it gets pulled apart while you're stretching your carpet, okay? So what happens is, because this is only joined at the backing right there, there's a weak spot, okay? Again, it still tries to pull from the center, okay? So what happens is, whenever you pull here on the carpet, you're stretching the carpet, this bottom actually tries to come up even with the center of the backing, okay? So this bottom, the bottom of the backing will actually pull and come up to the center of the backing, which would be right here. That's why it don't peak a whole lot. It just has the ever so slightly little hinge, maybe depending on how thick your backing is, it's gonna elevate and open up. The thickness of your backing is how much of a lift you're gonna get on that seam. Half the thickness of your backing is how much elevation you're going to get on that seam whenever it tries to pull apart, okay? Whenever you stretch on it like that. That's exactly what causes peaking, is the force of the pull is distributed, see that? Distributed to the center of the joint of everything here, of the structure, whatever you're pulling on is distributed to the center. Again, the bottom where it's joined tries to elevate up to that center portion. Okay, I hope I made that clear. Now, with that being said, running the thermoplastic in here, all in here on the backing, okay? This is backing, carpet backing, okay? So we're gonna join this and this, glue it back together. Now we have a solid piece again, okay? Elimination, 99%, okay? That does absolutely wonderful. It might even be a little bit better than that. But the only thing, and I mean the only thing, watch this, about still, if you're working with a good low profile carpet or anything like that, something that's gonna show, you know, something that's smooth, where you're gonna see the nice flat carpet whenever you're done. The thickness of your seam tape, this is what I was talking about just a while ago with telegraphing, okay? Just the thickness, even if you get it seamed together with the peak buster right here with thermoplastic, and you put your seam tape underneath of it, you can see the shadow on the floor, right here. You still get just a little shadow underneath of this board, and that's exactly the way it does with the carpet. You still get the little bit of elevation here from the thickness of the seam tape, raising it up, okay? You might look out across the room. Let me show you right here. I'm done with this, okay? I'm done with that. So, you guys seen here a while back on a video I did, let me get turned around here, it's been a while. On a video I did in one of my daily grinds, I did this carpet right here. It was a wool carpet with jute backing and such like that. So the living room seam is what got me trying to figure this out, because I was not happy with it. I said, well, you know, seam peaking is inherent to every seam. It's just part of it. It happens. I talked about that in the video. I hope I'm not moving too much. I talked about that in the video. In fact, I spent about, how's it going, Ma? Spent about 5-10 minutes maybe talking about there's nothing a person can do for seam peaking. It's just part of it. I mean, yeah, seam peak or telegraphing is actually what I was talking about, because it wasn't really peaking. You could just see 4 inches right there where I run my cool glide tape right down the seam. And again, in this kind of carpet right here, this wool carpet, it really showed up. You can see it just because this is such a smooth, oops, sorry about that. I normally use steamer then. Anyway, because this is such a smooth carpet and it looked so flat in the room I did, and there was light coming in from every direction. There was really no place that I could put that seam without it getting light coming across it, okay? So there was nothing I could do about it to prevent the telegraphing. Wrong. That's what I thought at that time, okay? That's what I thought at that time. And again, because of that incident right there, I was it got me to digging and trying to figure some stuff out. I wasn't happy with it again. I hope you guys do the same thing. If you're not happy with something that's going on at work, try to figure something out to make it better, okay? I hope you guys do that. I'm sure a lot of you guys do. But anyway, I did find a solution. I thought about it, and I actually messaged another guy. He said, yes, it will prevent it, and here I am. I've tested it here in my studio. I've got it done. I'm fixing to show you guys the results to prove, not a theory, to prove these facts. The only way to prevent telegraphing and seam peaking, okay? We got 24 people here and only 2 thumbs up. Let me get just a few thumbs up on that, please. I would definitely appreciate that. It helps. It just helps, okay? It helps promote my channel, my videos and such like that. And it's definitely needed to keep all this. I love your content, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that, buddy. Definitely helps promote the channel and all that stuff like that. And you know what? You know why I do this. I am an installer and I do this for the installer. My channel is 100% about the installer. I'm not here to get rich or anything like that. I want to help you guys, okay? That's the whole thing. But what little monetary help I do get from Google and YouTube definitely helps. So you guys giving the thumbs up, adding comments, liking it, you know, all that kind of stuff like that. It just helps in that process. Slowly, but it does help, okay? The more comments and the more likes and stuff like that a video gets, the more YouTube will promote it, which obviously the more views it gets, which obviously the more ads get shown, blah, 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 blah. So it is the same if you are using a hot iron. Yes, it is the same. It exactly will. So right here, I've done this, okay? Actually, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I have done 3 different methods of seaming right here. I'm gonna kill the lights. Looky here. I'm gonna kill the lights, all my above head lights here, up here, and I have this one light back there shining across all 3 of these pieces, boom, 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 are seamed up 3 different ways, okay? And before I reveal, I have it written down underneath this straight edge how each one is seamed and with what sealer, okay? So before I reveal, I want to turn the lights out and let you guys see with the light coming across it. And these are good seams too, okay? There's nothing janky about them. They are all good quality seams. I didn't try to do anything stupid or anything like that. These are all professional seams that I would do on a job site, okay? So I'm gonna kill the lights and let's see. Okay, right off the bat. Seam peaking right there, okay? That is seam peaking, okay? Got dark there, my camera adjusted to the light. So that just looks like a little crease in it right there, and that's actually seam peaking. You see right here, this is actually a little wider. Can you see the width of that hump right there? It's about, yeah, right there. Thanks, buddy. So peaking causes just like a little pinch pucker up there, a little thin pucker, and that's exactly what is happening right there. It is actually peaking. This is done, I'll tell you in a minute. This one right here is not as noticeable, okay? We talked about that just a while ago, but you can see the thickness. You see here, see that actually telegraphing right there, okay? This is telegraphing. It's wider. It's a bigger, bulkier hump underneath the carpet versus a seam peaking. Looks just like a real thin ridge right there, okay? So that's the difference in the two. Look in the center right there, okay? All these seams there, there, and there, they're all in a line. I've done that so you could look at all 3 of them together. There's no telegraphing and there's no seam peaking right here, okay? Completely flat. I'm gonna turn the light on and I will show you guys. Let me just show you, okay? This is pretty cool. All right, I gotta be careful because these are stretched, okay? I'm gonna point that out. You can see the nails here See the nails? I had to stretch them to get the peaking and telegraphing. See the nails? And then they all got stay nails right up on that end, okay? They are stretched just like if I was stretching in a room, okay? So watch the seam peaking. Let me steady my camera. I'm gonna set this down so it's nice and steady. I definitely can't hold it steady. Golly, it's looking awful. I bet. Okay, watch this. Right on my seam here, okay? See that moving up and down? Watch back here. I hope it shows. Right there, right where it's peaking, actually goes up and down as well, okay? Watch this back here. This is the telegraphing, okay? This one here is telegraphing. It's not peaking like that one there. This one is telegraphing. Watch. See that? See right there? Or is it? Can you see it moving? I hope so. The whole carpet goes up and down, okay? See? Okay, this one right here, I'm gonna do it real easy so you can see. See that? Whatsoever. Absolutely, completely flat on the floor. No up and down. It is not movement. It's not moving here because it's completely flat on the floor, okay? It's just like, well, you put anything flat, it's not gonna have movement because it's flat. The only reason why it's gonna go up and down is because it's raised up off the floor a little bit. See that? See that moving? Watch here. See that? See that? No movement. Watch here. Everywhere else, it's got movement, okay? Now, let's take off the straight edge and see how each one of these are seamed and using which seam sealer, okay? And if you guys would like, I'll pull the nails and we'll take a look at it. We might do that anyway. We'll pull the nails and we'll take a look at the backing and just show you for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's do the reveal. This one right here. We'll do this one, that way I can do this. So this is done using a hot melt iron. See that? Regular iron. That is done with that bad boy right over there. Oops. Right there. That is my Taylor 893. I love that iron. It is awesome. Oops. I better just quit messing with that. I'm not very good at this. It's been so long. This one right here. The one that has no telegraphing. Man, let's wait just a minute. Let's do the other one over here. This one right here. The one that's telegraphing without the peaking, okay? Let's see what happens here. Okay, you see that? This is done with the Cool Glide iron with the thermoplastic seam sealer. That's done with the Peak Buster. Peak Buster there. Did you use Cool Glide? I've seen that kneeless kicker. Do you know where I can purchase one? Just look it up on the internet there. Kneeless Pete. The kneelessstretcher.com. I just got one. I love mine as well. Awesome. They're awesome. Okay, anyway, right there. The Orcon Peak Buster. Definitely my favorite. Thermoplastic seam sealer gun that I like to use. And I use the Cool Glide. And again, this is the iron that I used right here. This is, oh, I'm sorry. This is the 890, not the 893. I think the 893 is actually the weld, the one that seam seals it as it's welded, as it's being put together. Okay, here we go. The only one that is absolutely perfect under any kind of light and stretch. Let's check it out. Here we go. Hand sewn. That's exactly right. That seam right there is sewn together. And I use latex. I just like to use that, especially if I'm sewing it together. You don't want to put no hard thermoplastic on there and then sew it together. Anyway, hot melt with latex, hand sewn with latex, cool glide with thermoplastic. Again, the reason why this works, okay, I'll break it down here if I can. So the backing, the thread and needle goes all the way up through the backing. It might help if I go ahead and take this up. Let me do that. Let me do that real quick. I'm sorry about all that movement, y'all. Let me go ahead and, sorry. Let me do this. I'll go ahead and cut up and let you guys see the backing of each one of those and such like that, okay? How's it going, Peter? Hey, Blue. Let me find my hammer. Just actually moved it out of the way. Okay. So the reason, I don't know, you probably couldn't see that when I pulled that last one out, it kind of it twisted around. But anyway, there is my Cool Glide. Cool Glide seam. I just did a simple loop stitch on this, nothing fancy. I just did that for the video. There's my hand sewn seam right there. It don't matter what stitch it is, it's going to have the same results as far as telegraphing and peaking. All it's going to be the same no matter what. And this is my traditional hot iron, okay? Let me get you down here a little bit and show you a little bit up close here and why it works like that, okay? So these stitches, they run from the bottom, trying to hold it flat so you can see I got a little pull on it right there. You see that? Should have been a little tighter, but nonetheless, the stitches run through the back and they come out the top, okay? Let's see here. Show this. Of course, I mean, I'm sure you guys know this, but you see how the stitches will actually go over and in, over and in, over and in. See, here, right there, there. They go over the bottom, in the bottom, around the top, back out the bottom, okay? So what that does, that completely puts this all back as one, just as the thermoplastic does over here, okay? It does the exact same thing. The only difference in what makes this better is you don't have the thickness of seam tape telegraphing out, okay? If a person could use just the thermoplastic to seam without the tape, it would be pretty much the same thing as hand sewing. You're not going to have the telegraphing from the tape on there, okay? So I hope I made myself clear on what causes telegraphing, seam peaking, and such like that. Having the light source come across it trying to raise up. I hope that little board demonstration right there showed you guys, just made it understandable. And therefore, it shows exactly why this will prevent any telegraphing. Can you just remove the paper backing? It's still going to have the thickness of the glue. The paper, like you just said, the paper is only paper thin, okay? What you're getting, what the telegraphing is actually from is the thickness of the adhesive there. Now, Trax does make a tape that is only a adhesive without no paper. I've actually got some back here, and I'm going to do a video on that here pretty soon. And the purpose of that is just for that theory. Does it work? I don't think it will, for just the reason that I explained, okay? I don't think it will. I've yet to try it, so I can't say, no, it's not going to work, but just the paper thickness, I don't think is going to make it telegraph as it would with the thickness of the adhesive. So this right here, I'll turn it around again and show you. So I actually picked up this at the convention last time I was there. It also has the reinforcing fibers. Yep. So I picked this up at the convention. The guy actually gave it to me there at the Trax booth to try out. And what it is, see this right here? Let me set my camera down again. We use Trax Go Bond tape. Backing comes off when seam is done. Yep, you're exactly right. Sorry for the unsteadiness. Okay, so right here is the seam tape. So you put it under here just like that, and then once your seam is done, you simply fold your carpet back and this paper comes off. So all that's left is the scrim and the adhesive that simply sticks to the carpet. So the plastic is like that, the paper, excuse me, is that kind of stuff like would come on a peel and stick, something like that. It's so it don't stick to it. I don't know exactly what it's made of, but it's that kind of material where adhesives and stuff won't stick. Kind of like a wax paper, I guess, would be the best way to describe that. But that's the theory between this tape here. You simply lay it down, make your seam, and then you pull the paper out, and you only are left with the adhesive on the back. Again, I can't say yay, no, because I have not tried it. That's the theory behind it though, and I'm super excited to try it. If you guys are curious what that is, right here it is. You can see what it says, designer carpet seaming tape, double stick, low profile. I can absolutely believe that. This is probably, now again, I can't say, but this is probably the lowest profile tape possible because of the way it's made, because the way that the backing will come off and you only stuck with the scrim. Let's see what he said there, I'm curious. Wax paper, same stuff wife uses for cookies, I bet. Okay. Carpet to LVP transition video to do some flooring, and it looks great. Would love to see you do that technique when there is a 90-degree angle. I managed, but would love to see you do it. Okay. I've actually got a list of stuff to make videos on, and I will just add that to it. So, are we all good? Any questions or anything about what we talked about right there with seam peaking or anything like that? Again, I'm not no encyclopedia, but I will definitely share what I know, okay? I've got an absolutely awesome book right there, plumb full of information. See that? And I have went through the classes and stuff like that to get 4 levels of certifications in CFI. So I got the knowledge at my fingertips if I want it. I do have access to it. Again, I'm not no encyclopedia, but Floors by Southern Boys University. I definitely like to share what I learned with you guys. So if there's any questions or anything like that, I would be happy to answer. Planning to start work back on Tuesday. I'm going back to the doctor on Monday. Hopefully you can't really see it, but my complete eyeball here is covered with this like membrane is what the doctor called it. So my whole eyeball, well, the front of it anyway. I said a while back and you are great at sharing. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate it, buddy. I enjoy watching your videos as well. Jose, I think you're still on here, buddy. If you are, I want to give you a shout out and tell you kudos for what you got going on. Quick demo of how you sew the seam. I'm actually going to do a couple videos on that, so I won't do it right here for the sake of time. We've already been 30 minutes, and it's kind of late, but I will do I'll do a couple videos specifically about hand sewing and maybe do a couple different stitches. You look well. Thank you, buddy. I'm feeling a whole lot better. So if you guys are curious about that, they will be coming. John, check this out, buddy. I didn't have time to do this down there, but look what I got made for myself here. Cha-cha-cha. One of them boxes that we had at the competition down there. I got to get that. It's bedtime. Look forward to those. Oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, buddy. I want to stitch up these corners and everything, just like I didn't have time to do at the competition, and get it all tight and everything like that, just to show myself that I can do it. I feel better if I do it rather than just saying, well, I could have done it. I just didn't have time. I want to do it so I can say wholeheartedly that, yeah, I can do it and make it tight. I've yet to do any more on that. I've got to working on that round one right there. But anyway, enough. Oh, I get one more thing. I got me some lighting up here in the back to go on my banners and stuff back there. So I got one more thing I want to do in here. I want to put me a ceiling fan in right here, right there in the back. Let's see, because it gets hot in here. I got my AC back there, but still, you're moving and stuff. I want to put a ceiling fan right about there just to keep some air moving in here. But anyway, all right, no questions. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you tuning in. And those videos on hand stitching and the other ones that I was talking about with bond test, moisture test, and all that kind of stuff like that will be coming up in the future. Tools for Flooring's fixing to get back in touch with me. They said they was going to give me a call, so we will be doing some more for them here really soon. And the Cool Glide would be my choice because out in the field when you are dealing with time and customers, time is very important. Yes, it is time consuming. You're doing a 15-foot seam by hand. And yeah, I hear you. Love your videos, learn a lot, watch you. Thank you, buddy. Is there a vinyl stair nosing product that can wrap around in rounded edge? Let's see here, like at bottom of old stairs. There's not a vinyl one. There is one from Stair Rods UK, and it is called the Bendy Bull. I've got some. I've actually got some with the peel in it. Let's see here. Well, I don't have a clue where it's going to be. It's going to be back there, but anyway, I'll kind of show you what it looks like. I don't have it with me, but it's kind of, let's see here. Let me set this down. Anyway, John over in the UK, John, golly, till I ain't been out much or on the internet much, I can't even remember. John Rain. Okay, so this is one of his products right here, and it's kind of like this, okay? So you see that channel? See that right there? Right there. So it works like this. You put your peel right here. Only difference is this one won't bend. If you try to bend this, it just simply, well, I guess it's going to bend a little bit, but it's going to kink. He's got a product that will bend directly around these rounded steps and stuff like that. That's exactly what they're for, is going around the rounded steps like that. And a super solid piece. It's actually made out of brass, so it's really solid, and it is beautiful. You can get several different colors. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, that's my take on that. That's what I've not done it yet, but if I ever come up with that on a job, that is what I will definitely be doing. So let's see here. Well, I guess that's it. All right. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. What's it called? Bendy Bull is what it's called. And it is on, if you will type in stairrods.us, you'll be able to find it. That website is for the public to shop at. The Stair Rods UK, I don't think you can shop there, but stairrods.us. And if you look up Bendy Bull, B-E-N-D-Y, another word, B-U-L, Bendy Bull. It's bull for the bull nose. So that's what it is, okay? You will fall in love with his products if you get on there digging around too. I promise. He's got some awesome products. Anyway, Really appreciate you guys tuning in here. Can I get some more thumbs up real quick before I close out here? That would be awesome. And we got 14. We got 26 people here. So a few more thumbs up would be really great. Let me see right quick. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's see if I can find a piece right here real quick. Okay, right here. I've actually got a piece right here. I'll show you what it looks like. Let me get back in here in the light. Well, honestly, I don't know that it's brass or not because I got a cut piece of it right here. So this is it right here. You can see it's a solid piece for sure. This one right here is like the antique, and it actually screws. So what you'll do is you'll screw it one at a time, and then as you screw it, it'll just make that bend right around. He's got videos on how to install all these transitions that he makes and stuff like that, and that's the cut edge on it where I did a 45 on one. But it's awesome. The information, you're welcome, buddy. And then you simply put your peel, whatever vinyl plank that you peel, put it right there in that scrim. See that? And you might say, wow, that's the only thing that holds that stuff in. I tell you what, I got a test video on this stuff. I had some sitting out in the water for days that was already had the peel stuck in them. They was complete transition pieces. They were sitting outside there literally for days, and whenever I picked them up, they was in a puddle of water, and that's why I wanted to test them to see how they would stand up to water, because some of them I use up against bathtubs and stuff like that, and people are like, yeah, when it gets wet, that stuff's gonna let go, blah, 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 blah. I put that theory 6 feet under. I killed it. Even when that stuff has been submerged for over 24 hours at the time that I picked them up out of the water, it was still stuck like Chuck. It was just good. They definitely passed the durability test with water, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. It's been almost 40 minutes, and I'm gonna go get my fat self some pizza and showered up and call it a night. Anyway, CFI and FIC, CFI and FIC proud. Right there, you guys go get it. It ain't even so much as I'm about getting some certifications. It ain't even all about that. You will learn so much, okay? That's why I'm able to keep putting out videos, because I keep learning stuff. So, anyway. Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. I can't say until tomorrow. I'll say until next time. FBSB's out.